It's hard to scale the ghetto walls, but it's harder to be outside the ghetto. The boys basically can't do it at all. Us girls, well, you have to look a certain way. You have to not look like you're Jewish. But you also have to not sound like you're Jewish. You have to be somebody like me, somebody who went to Polish public schools and had non-Jewish friends and speaks Polish without a Jewish sounding accent. But more than that, you have to act like you're not Jewish. And sometimes it's the smallest things, like Jews brush their teeth every day. Non-Jewish Poles, not so much. Jews say, "What street are you from?" Non-Jewish Poles say, "What district are you from?" But the most important is the smile. You have to smile like you're not starving and scared, like you're not angry and sad and grieving because everything and everyone you've ever cared about has been stolen from you. Sad eyes are a dead giveaway. You have to laugh like you haven't a care in the world. You have to laugh like you don't have hundreds of zlotys sewn into your garter belt. The first time I went out, I was terrified, but we had to know. I was living in Bedzin with my sister in the Bedzin resistance, and we'd had a courier from Warsaw who told us about the terrible slaughter, and there was a terrific battle going on, and then we had nothing. Nothing. We didn't know what had happened. Was everybody dead? We had to know. And they said, "Renia, you need to go." I said, "Okay." So I get off the train in downtown Warsaw. I'm looking for my contact. Her name is Irina Abramovich, but she goes by Zosia. I've been given an address and a fake ID. The streets are swarming with police. There is a checkpoint at every intersection. I have memorized this ID down to the letter, and it works because I get through these checkpoints. But boy, am I nervous. But you have to walk with confidence. Stride with purpose, but not too much purpose. And it gets me through. I reach the address I've been given and knock on the door. I'm looking for Zosia. She's not here. I'll wait. You can't wait. We're not allowed to have guests. If we have strangers in the house, we might be killed. And besides, I think Zosia might be a Jew. The neighbors are getting suspicious. Oh, no, I don't think so. I met her on a train once, and she said if I was ever in the neighborhood, I should come visit. She looks like a Catholic, not like a Jew. If she were a Jew, we'd sense it immediately. The landlady nods, and then she coughs and disappears inside, and I turn, and there is Zosia. The next morning, Zosia sends me a guide to pick me up at the hotel that I'm staying on in the Aryan side, the Polish side, and take me down to the ghetto walls. The ghetto is surrounded. German tanks, German soldiers, buses, motorcycles. There are guns, machine guns pointed out of every window and balcony and roof. There are German airplanes in the sky. But inside the ghetto, Jewish resistance fighters are blowing up German tanks. Jewish resistance fighters as disheveled and scrawny and starving as the ones I left behind in Bedzin, with machine guns and hand grenades. Jewish girls with pistols and Molotov cocktails, Jewish children, boys and girls, ambushing German soldiers with stones and iron bars. It's the most incredible thing I've ever seen. It doesn't look like a few Jewish fighters resisting the Nazis. It looks like two armies at war, two countries at war. The ghetto is full of death, mostly Jewish dead, but also German dead. I watch in a mixture of horror and awe. And I watch surrounded by thousands of non-Jewish Poles just casually chatting and watching the fighting. The next day on the train on the way back to Bedzin, the Gentiles can't stop talking about what's happening in Warsaw. They're in awe of the courage and heroism being shown by the Jews in the ghetto. The Poles must be helping them, they say. There's no way that Jews could be conducting such a heroic battle. I take it as a compliment. The next time that I am riding the train from Warsaw to Bedzin, I'm carrying a bag of potatoes. They are checking every package, every bag. The soldier gets to me. He roots through my bag. I smile. Just a few potatoes, I say. He looks. He takes a few for himself. He walks on. He takes me for a food smuggler, and he doesn't care. And he doesn't see. He doesn't see what's hidden beneath the potatoes. He doesn't see the false bottom in the secret compartment in my bag, filled with hand grenades and Molotov cocktails. He doesn't see the guns strapped all over my body under my dress. Weapons I bought in a Warsaw cemetery with money hidden in my shoe. Weapons I am bringing to the resistance in Bedzin, because now is the time for uprising. First Warsaw, next Bedzin.